I hope you haven't got my tights.
What do you mean?
My tights, they've gone, haven't they? You're the only one who's had them.
Oh, yeah, what about Sir Damon? He wears pretty woolly tights as well, you know.
That's more, Michael.
Just get a move on, eh?
Hello.
Oh, what time is it?
About 8:30, I think.
Oh, no.
Relax. Everything's under control. I've cooked the children their breakfast and they're on their way. Room service, courtesy of the management. I thought you deserved a little special treatment after, you know. Well, come on, chop chop before it goes cold.
Oh, it looks delicious.
Oh, I don't think you're having it all to yourself. Come on, move over.
How long are you going to be about? It's 20 to 9 now, you know.
Not long. Have you seen the plasters anywhere?
They should be in the tin in that cupboard. How did you do that?
I just did it.
Let's have a look. Have you been mixing it again?
Some stupid idiot stood on my hand and straining last night.
Well, let's have a look. Oh, that's horrible, though.
It was just one of those things.
You're going to need a bandage for that. You'll get an infection in it. You're shaking like a man with no hands. Is it, have you cleaned it?
Yeah.
You did it in training, did you? Oh, yeah, I believe that. Have you showed me, Mum?
Oh, why, yeah. If I showed it to her, he'd have the only water out straight away.
Where did she dash off to this morning?
She said she had something to do.
Wouldn't you wait for a lift? She's probably got some acid spray for me, Cyril.
They still giving you stick about that.
Especially me, Mum. The way they dragged me out of Pauline's the other night. Just 'cause they found the pills.
Should have told them me yours, Kat.
Oh, yeah. I can just imagine there's been murder. I mean, I can see a point in a way. She thinks I can't, but I can. But I just think she's making too much of it. Everyone takes a pill these days, don't they?
I don't.
Oh, very funny, you know what I mean? I'm only taking them to regulate my periods and that, but if I told her, she'd be convinced I was out scutting us every night. Is that too tight?
Oh, that's great, Dan, thanks. Look, Karen, do you want me to have a word with her? See if I can iron things out a bit for you?
With your track record? Thanks, but no thanks. No, I think I better sort it out on my own. Oh, I hate this house, I really do. They're always treating me like I'm just a...
Naughty little school girl.
Oh.
Right, come on, grab your satchel and let's get going.
You're as bad as them.
I'm not, Karen, I'm worse. Come on, Fatty.
Oh, play. What do you mean, no?
I mean, I want to stay here and mollycoddle you for a change.
Oh, because of what happened yesterday?
Absolutely. It's a cynical and cold-blooded exercise to recapture your affections. Look, I know things have been rough lately. But I never again want to neglect you. Us. And I'm determined to get us back on our feet again.
Oh!
What's the matter?
What about the children?
Gone. Send them packing.
On foot?
Absolutely. What now? Oh.
Oh, come in, Mrs. Grant. Sit down.
Thank you.
Hi, what's the problem?
Well, there's no problem really, Doctor. Well, not with me, there isn't. I've come about my daughter, Karen.
Yes?
Well, you see, as you probably know, Doctor, she's only 15, and I found these contraceptives at home.
By contraceptives, I presume you mean the pill?
Yes. And I just want to know if they're hers, and if they are, did you give them to her?
Well, have you spoken to,
Karen?
To Karen about this?
Not exactly, no.
Well, you see, Mrs. Grant, you've placed me in a bit of a dilemma, because we have a code of practice whereby anything that happens between myself and a patient is strictly confidential. It's rather like being a priest, really.
That's It's all very well and good, Doctor, when the patient's an adult. Karen's only 15. Look, I'm worried about her, that's all. I just want to know if they're hers, and if you gave them to her, why?
Yes, well, would you just like to wait for a moment, Mrs. Grant? Shan't be long. Ah, yes. See? Right. Well, in view of the fact that your daughter is only 15, I shall reveal to you just on this one occasion her case notes. Well, your Karen suffers from a very common complaint of dysmenorrhea, Mrs. Grant.
What's that?
Period pains.
Oh, I see.
And that's what Karen came to see me about. And I prescribed for her a mild contraceptive pill, which, yes, can be used as a precaution against pregnancy, but I can assure you this was not the case with Karen, Mrs. Grant.
Surely you could have given us something else.
Well, apart from aspirin, no, not really. I mean, what I prescribed for her is the most sensible thing for her complaint. I might add you have a very sensible daughter, Mrs. Grant.
That's as maybe, Doctor, but she should have come to me first. I don't know why she didn't.
Well, perhaps she wanted to avoid all this. Anyway, those are the facts. Don't be too hard on her, Mrs. Grant. She really did the most sensible thing, you know.
That's a matter of opinion, Doctor. Well, I'm very grateful to you. At least now I know. Thank you for your time.
Goodbye, Mrs. Grant.
Lucy? Mr. Collins?
Are you talking to me?
Been looking for you. You are Lucy Collins?
Yes.
Simon Reynolds,
Ah, the head boy, no less.
for want of a better title.
And what would you be wanting with a lowly fifth former? Detention, suspension, expulsion?
No, an invitation to a meeting of the Brookside Committee of School Students.
Oh.
Well, Mr. Rawlins suggested you might like to come along.
Ah, trying to put my continuous complaints to some practical use.
Well, the whole school knows about you. We're fed up with it. Well, there's no point being here unless you're going to work for the organisation of the school. Well, Brookside's a good place if you work hard for it. Well, will you come?
I might.
I'll see you at 3 o'clock outside the 6th Form common room, OK?
Do you really think you can put my apathy to some use?
Yes, I do.
What's the meeting about, then?
It's the Teachers No Cover campaign. I've heard you're not so apathetic about that.
Oh, yeah. Who have you heard that from?
And my spies are watching. Oh, don't worry, they're not here at the moment. I'll see you later, then.
If I don't come, will your spies come and drag me there?
We'll see. But it would be easy if you came on your own accord.
Okay.
What are you thinking?
Nothing.
Come on, tell me.
You wouldn't like it.
Try me.
Just did.
Come on, tell me.
Really want to know? Well, it was an old Mau Mau custom. And they polished someone off. Loss of life, loss of manhood. You know how strung up they were about virility. God, I'll never forget the first time I saw it. A couple of young lads from Glasgow. Only been out a few weeks.
Is that what making love to your wife reminds you of?
No. No, I was thinking back to the times in the army before we went into action. The night before, everyone got tanked up. Tried to get a woman. In case they never came out. Hardly ever succeeded, though. Everyone was so intent on drinking away the thoughts of that jungle. By the time they picked anyone up, they were incapable of doing anything. When you came out, you'd survived. And then anything that moved was fair game.
I don't think I want to hear about it.
Gave me some insight as to why the Mau Mau were so keen on virility symbols. If you could do it, you'd survive to another day.
Is that what we've done? Survived?
At least for the time being, eh?
Or a bore sometimes.
Aren't we all?
You know what I mean.
I know.
What great campaign is it this time?
Malaysia. 6 weeks in and 2 weeks out with a little slip of a...
Now that I definitely don't want to hear.
Oh, perhaps not. But it's part of my educational process, which I'm always grateful to pass on.
How much did it all come to in the end?
You mean before or after they decided whether we should pay for the woman behind's 10 packets of disposable nappies?
After.
Well, after it came to £36.50 and £15.24 for drinks. It's £50.84 altogether.
Well, I don't feel so guilty about it then.
No, it's quite good value in there if you shop carefully.
No, I mean about not getting any flowers. Can't afford them.
No.
I mean for the poor chap down the road.
No, the infamous Mr. Taylor.
That's been terrible for his poor wife.
No, she's young. She'll get over it.
I dare say. Tragedy all the same. Take her a whole lifetime to get over it.
I think that's a bit of an exaggeration.
Perhaps we should have sent something.
No, I don't think so. After all, we didn't know the man very well, and what we did know him, we didn't like very much.
Well, when I see her, I think I'll ask her in. Well, do something. Well, we must make an effort. You could perhaps help her get a garden into shape or something.
Yes, I will. Of course I will. I'll give practical help, Annabelle, but I don't see the sense in wasting precious money on a token. She'll find our company and support far more useful than a bunch of wilting flowers now, won't she?
Yeah.
Well, so don't you go on worrying about it, eh? Right?
Right.
This is Lucy Collins. I've invited her to the meeting.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Yeah. Tony, Graham, Hillary, Sue, Jane. Right? Well, what's happening?
We've been discussing the agenda supporting their new team, their no-cover campaign. In effect, it means if a member of staff is off ill or something, the union refuses to cover for them.
And you're in support of that?
I like to think so.
But why? I mean, aren't you aware of the problems facing pupils in this school?
Of course we're aware.
Well, what do you intend to do about them then?
Hang on. Have you come here to cause trouble?
No, of course not. Simon just thought it'd be a good idea if I came and helped, that's all.
Oh, yeah. Why?
I would have thought why would have been obvious, but if I have to spell it out, it's because I want a good education. And I'm determined to get one. I would have thought that's what you all want as well.
Yes, we do all want an education.
Well, that's fine then. Then I want to do something about it, but now.
Any suggestions?
Yeah. I think we should pinpoint every failure in this school. Like out-of-date textbooks, for instance.
Not enough teachers.
No overcrowded classes.
Yeah, that's just for starters.
Hold on. We've talked about this all before. But there's very little we can do. We've got to understand that some things are just beyond our control.
Well, there's no point in having these meetings if you're not going to do anything about it.
Hang on a minute. We don't even know her. You can't just come barging in here making demands and proposals.
I've neither barged nor demanded. I was invited. I've been trying to say some of these things for ages.
I thought it would be a good idea to get a younger pupil along, or someone who viewed the school more objectively, or haven't been here so long.
I've not come to argue or to fight. That's just what they want us to do. They want us to fight each other so we'll have no energy and no motivation to fight them. What we should be doing is organising ourselves.
She's right, you know. We've got to organise ourselves.
Yes, and in such a way that they have got to see our point of view. What we need is more people on our side, more power.
And then what happens?
Well, then we have a meeting, demonstrations.
And what if it fails?
It won't fail.
Yes, but what if it does?
So we've lost nothing.
Except time and energy.
You should think positively. You've got to demand what's rightfully yours, a good education.
I think we're all agreed on that.
Yeah. Right. Well, then the battle starts here. Let's start it now.
What are you doing?
What's it look like?
No, I mean, why are you ironing that?
Oh, Damon, I'm going out.
Where?
Damon, just out.
Hey, you still getting the old battered ear hole treatment?
What do you mean?
You know about being on the Jack and Jill? Well, you're all on it, aren't you? Oh, I mean, everyone's on the pill these days.
Damon, just pass me that damn cloth, please.
You should understand, though, shouldn't he?
Who should?
My mum and dad. I heard them talking about it.
What were they saying?
You know, just about how you're too young to be on the pill.
Who was? My mum or my dad?
Well, both of them, really. But mainly me mum.
Yeah, well, I'm not interested in what they say. I'm old enough to make my own mind up about it.
I agree. You could be married if you wanted, couldn't you?
What are you rabbiting on about?
Well, you are.
I'm not.
Well, what are you on the pill for, then?
Damon, you just don't understand.
I do.
You don't. All right, then. Do you want a biology lesson? Well, you know every month when a woman has a period.
Oh, Karen!
Oh, Damon, come on, you big kid. Do you want to know or not?
Yeah, go on.
Well, I've got dysmenorrhea.
You what?
It's bad period pains, and the only way to get rid of it is to go on the pill. Okay.
In that case, why are my mum and dad kicking off about it if you're only taking it to ease the pain?
Because they've got bad minds. Especially me mum. She's convinced I'm not discussing it every night.
Why aren't you?
Damon, I just don't want to.
Well, if you're going to get the blame for it, you may as well, mightn't you? I could fix you up with some of me mates.
Oh, yeah, like who?
Ooh, how about Gizmo?
Oh, real manpower there, Dame. I wouldn't touch him with a barge pole.
I know, he's got a head like a robber's dog, hasn't he?
More like beans on toast. Anyway, what do you want?
Nothing.
Some skin, you know.
I don't want anything. I was just feeling dead sorry for you. Hey, remember that time you battered Golly Gallagher for me?
Don't ever tell anyone anything about that. Because if you do, I'll swing you round by your earhole and all, okay? Anyway, what's that got to do with now?
Well, I was just like sticking up for you because you always used to stick up for me.
Yeah, well, stick up for me about going to Mass, eh?
You stick up for me?
Damon, it's going to take two of us, and I don't want to spend my Easter holidays in that church.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Well, Mummy, Mum and Dad are on at me. I may as well get it over with and Mum go.
Dodgy.
Oh, Damon, you're getting cold feet again.
I'm not. It took our Barry 6 years, you know.
It's two of us.
All right, then it'll take us 3.
Oh, Damon.
Hey, what's that smell?
Are we scared? Oh, I'm going to kill you.
Yes, but something has to be done. They just haven't got a clue.
Who are they?
The student committee at school. Their ideas are fine, but they're just not organised and amateurish in their approach. They don't appreciate what it is to have a proper campaign plan. It's all about survival, isn't it?
Yes.
What? Oh, nothing. Just something your father and I were talking about this morning. God, yes, what got into him this morning? It was a bit like his old barracks routine. Well, it was dragging us up half an hour early so we could learn how to catch the bus. I mean, what's that supposed to mean? Poor old Gordon was still half asleep.
Well, I happen to agree with him. Think it'll do you both good.
Right sprightly he was. Got the distinct impression he was trying to get rid of us, actually. Hope you're taking adequate precautions, or are you past the need to worry now? What? Well, I mean, we can't afford an extra mouth to feed, can we?
Lucy!
Is he any good? What? In bed, I mean.
Well,
I just wondered.
well, he may have his limitations, but
Oh, my God. At least one section of the family is happy.
Why'd you say that?
I'm public enemy number 1 again, with Gordon. Makes a change for you, eh, Lucy? Well, how was school today? As depressing as usual?
Yeah. What's wrong with Gordon?
He wants to go to Angus Crawford's at the weekend.
Well, what's wrong with that?
For an all-night party.
Oh. So you've said no?
I said I'd think about it, but the answer would probably be no.
And she took to mean no.
Right, you. Where are they?
Don't say hello, nothing, will you, Karen?
Barry, me tights, where are they? You've been wearing them for work, haven't you?
Look, Karen, I work on a demolition site, not in a strip club.
Yeah, and woolly tights are warm under June, so give us them.
Well, I'm not taking them off now. Look, here's a quid. Get yourself a new pair.
Barry, they cost £3.
Oh.
I'll still have the quid then.
Hey, Karen, can I have a lend of your lipstick tonight?
But Dad, he hardly ever goes out. I mean, it's hard for him. His friend's over there and him over here.
Well, I've offered to give him a lift, but he seems to think it's got to be all night or nothing.
Oh, let him go.
Look, we've done our best. We've come to a sensible compromise, and if he can't agree, then he can't go.
I just think you'd save all this time and trouble if he said yes.
We can't just say yes to make our lives easier. Got to make an effort.
Well, you wouldn't thank us in the long run if we let you do exactly as you pleased.
Dunno. Think I'm old enough to look after myself.
That's enough. We'll discuss it. Might even talk to Angus's parents.
Poor Gordon.
Poor us.
Karen. Karen, over here.
Who is it?
It's me, come here.
Now I want to see your face.
It's me, stupid Jeff.
What are you doing lurking there?
I went to talk to you.
But why here?
In case your old man sees me.
Well, I'm here now.
Yeah.
Well, come on.
Well, I picked up this information on the estate. I thought you might be interested.
I'm not interested in gossip.
It's more than gossip.
Oh, what is it? Well, come on, what's this information?
It's about that lad you used to hang around with, Dwayne.
And what makes you think I'd be interested in him?
More like what's happened to him.
What?
Being done over.
What do you mean?
You know that block of masonettes he lives in?
Come on, me tea'll be getting cold.
Well, he found him last night at the bottom of the stairs.
What had gone on?
Dunno, but it wasn't an accident. Someone had been gunning for him. And it'd be a long time before he uses his legs again as well. Whoever done it properly.
So what are you telling me this for?
Thought you might like to hear.
I'm not interested in him. He deserves all he gets.
Well, if you're not interested, perhaps your Barry will be. Because whoever done it must have damaged themselves as well, mustn't they?
I'm going. I'll see you.
When can I see you again?
Karen, hang on a minute, will you? What? I want a word with you.
What about? Shouldn't I ask?
I went to see the doctor today.
And?
And she told me she prescribed those pills for you.
Oh.
Never mind, oh. It's a serious thing, you know, for a 15-year-old to be taking contraceptives.
But I don't see it like that.
Oh, and what way do you see it, then?
If you'd been to see the doctor, you would have understood. So why are you putting me through the 3rd degree?
Why am I? Don't you think it upsets me the way you've gone about it? Hiding them in Barry's room and denying they were yours?
Whatever way it's gone about it, it's kicked off on me. I didn't go out my way to upset you.
Why couldn't you have told me about it at the beginning?
Because you wouldn't have understood. You had to go and see a doctor and you just didn't trust me.